In a landmark national security trial, former media tycoon Jimmy Lai has been found guilty of 1 count of conspiracy to publish seditious material and 2 counts of conspiracy to collude with foreign forces. The court believes Lai's endgame was to change the regime of the Chinese Communist Party and that he had kept calling for foreign sanctions even after the implementation of the national security law. The 78-year-old could face life in prison and is expected to be sentenced early next year. Jamie Liu has more on the judgment.
Lai, who has remained in custody for over 5 years, arrived at the West Kowloon Law Courts building on a prison van this morning. Many residents waited in a long queue for a seat in the public gallery amid a heavy police presence given the high-profile nature of the national security trial that spanned 156 court days. A 3-judge panel delivered their verdict in an 855-page judgment, starting with Lai's first charge of conspiracy to publish seditious material. The justices found Lai as being in hands-on control of Apple Daily by giving editorial instructions to senior editors through lunchbox meetings, including 4 of them who now serve as the prosecution's accomplice witnesses. In the examination of 161 articles, including columns and editorial pieces, the judges saw a constant pattern of bias and hostility, with 17 of them objectively seditious. The judgment concluded Lai had consciously used the now-defunct Apple Daily and his personal influence to undermine the legitimacy or authority of the central and SL governments, way beyond what the law allows. The judges described Lai as wanting to gather support from the United States and the West with the endgame to seek the regime change of the Chinese Communist Party. Regarding the 2 counts of conspiracy to collusion with foreign forces, Lai argued that he had ceased any foreign sanction calls after the national security law came in force. However, the court dismissed Lai's testimony as at times contradictory, inconsistent, evasive, and unreliable. Citing evidence such as Lai's live chat episodes from his online program, the judges said he did tone down his rhetoric, but still continued in a more indirect and subtle strategy. The judgment highlighted Lai's agreement with others, including several opposition activists Andy Lee, Waylon Chen, and Fen Lau, as well as his aide Mark Simon, to engage in international lobbying for sanctions. WhatsApp messages were cited in the verdict to show that Simon had worked behind the scenes to arrange Lai to meet Washington officials to seek their support against Beijing and Hong Kong. The judges concluded Lai as the mastermind behind the conspiracies and found him guilty of all 3 charges. Lai's family members left the court after the verdict was handed down. The mitigation hearing is scheduled for January 12th, and the sentencing date will be announced in due course. Jimmy Lai, Cable News.